what in the world is going on here? Why are you all crowded around here? So I opened up this, the Slaughteriat, or slaughterhouse if you don't know that in German, and I tried putting torches on it, which it looks like a really cool engine, but it doesn't stop spawns. So the only way to stop spawns is if I destroyed it, I think. I might be able to stop them if I put like a bunch of just blocks around it, but I wanted to release them because now that we're no longer in Skyblock, there's no real need to slaughter animals anymore because we don't need food, we don't need to sell their product like leather and stuff like that. So there's no real need to keep them in there anymore. So I opened that up and I released them out into the Septembre Plaza. I kind of regret doing that because now this happened. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to patch this up in here. And I'm probably going to do it with glass so we can still see. But I definitely need to put a hole back in here. Well, no, I'll just cover these up, let all these animals go out here, and then I'll patch that back up. These animals are cute, but they're kind of annoying. I need you to move, little bunny. Come on, I don't want to hit you. That's why. I also need to be very careful of where I hit these because I'm not sure how to get custom, like, animals for your spawners in games. Oh, frick off! They're still spawning, so I'm pretty sure that if there's any block open on the spawners, they still spawn. I'm just going to do this to make sure. So I'm going to sit in here for a couple seconds and see if they spawn. Was that a once... Oh, crap, they still spawn? Maybe it doesn't work with glass. My god, what have I done? It was so nice having... They still spawn. I don't know what to do. I mean... The only way I think we can get rid of them is if we destroy them. But I don't want to do that until I know how to, like, custom change spawners. Because down here, we have villager spawners, but they don't work. Do they? Oh, is it because you have to be close to them? Oh, is there a proximity thing on there? I don't know. I got the codes for the changing the spawners online for 1.12.2 update, and I don't know if that worked or not, to be honest. I'm also not running a... Hey, little crab. Oh, where'd it go? I'm also not running any texture packs. Well, I am. It's called a Ravel. But it just changes that and the glass texture and a few other things. Because the core sucks with shader packs. There is so much lighting and lava and water on here that the texture packs overdo themselves. Although this does look really cool with the texture pack, though. I also no, don't go in there, don't go in there. There's so many suicidal animals with Mo creatures. Go away. No, you're the Pacific tiger. I mean, not really, because Pacific is on Earth, so. Oh, that's not supposed to be there. You're just kind of like the space tiger. So the story for here is we transport all these animals from Earth. We transported 2 animals, so we're kind of like Noah's Ark. And then we took DNA from these animals here and we conducted experiments. So now we can inject their DNA into eggs. So even though most of these are mammals, we can still hatch them from eggs. And we also have a huge boa constrictor? I think is what this is. It is terrifying. At least when I spawned it. I mean, it won't hurt me. But it might hurt me mentally because it's scary. But we have little foxes and stuff. There's also creatures in here that haven't survived. Because there are certain predators with Mo creatures that don't care for each other. Ooh, little panther. Or no, that's a Tigther? What is it? It's a mix between a panther and a tiger. Panda bear? That sounds cute. And unfortunately, we have to keep the mobs off on this island for reasons. Was it a No, not a liard. A lither. So that was a lizard. It's a mix between a leopard and a tiger. Or a leopard. I don't remember. I'm not sure if those are actually a thing. Like mixture. What are you doing out of the water? What? Why are you beaching yourselves? Do you like the heat? I would assume that, well, the heat just transfers itself to the water. Well, I need to fix that. I don't know what's wrong with that. Yeah, see, with the texture packs, it's difficult to see where... Oh, you hide in your shell when I get close to you. It's difficult to see where the water, where, like, it's not even. Holy crap, what the heck are you? What the heck? Is that a shark? You are way too big for this shallow of water. I think that's a dolphin, too. I hear a cat. Oh no, did a cat somehow get down here because they smelled the fish? This is also the Ashwood Lake. So, back up here, I made a sign for the Ashwood Lake in Dweller's Keep because I have plans for Levosman's Kingdom down here. So I made these signs, but I never was able to make what I wanted down here until now. I mean, I could have made it back in Skyblock, but Ryan didn't get on much at the end of before the reset, so there's no like much use of making big expansions on here, because making big expansions is kind of, I mean, it's a two-man job, it's a two CEO job, so I want him to be a part of it while we're making it. So that's why I never did it down here. But this isn't that big of an expansion. I want him to be on here when we're making the castle, though. I want to make the castle over there. I want to make it not out of cobblestone because I think we have enough of that on the island. I'm pretty sure 75% of the island is made out of cobble. Then again, 75% of the island is wall. I'm so proud of this here. I'm not like I'm kind of architecturally challenged, so I'm not very good at making certain things, but this turned out very well, and I like it a lot. It's the stairway to the underworld. So this is the underworld right here. Oh wait, no. Never mind. This is the underworld. Levosman's Kingdom will be the underworld, although that's not actually what it is. Because this is, I believe it says here. Yeah, underworld. So technically this is still the overworld. Even though back in like 2014, this island wasn't even created back then. Back in 2016, back when I created this down here. Ah, crap, I can't remember where that place was. I think, oh wait, it was this right here. So, up here was our main island. It was about a platform about the size of here? Like about the size of the plaza, basically. It was a bit bigger than that. No, it was like there. And it was all made out of cobblestone. We had a little stone shack here. I don't believe that I recorded anything from that. So Junior's Empire videos are not going to be, most of them are not going to be very action-packed. I'll label the ones that are action-packed, things that are exciting titles. This one is basically just catching up. So I'm explaining the things that I didn't explain back when I recorded it on the Skyblock server. So now, oh, that doesn't work. I'm just recording this in a save. This is the world download save, and I have it open on LAN because Skyblock technically didn't have cheats. They just had a system of you could buy the ability to fly, or you could buy blocks and stuff like that. So the server had a system, but they don't have systems like that in Minecraft just worlds. So you have to open up to land and put creative mode on and cheats on, otherwise you'll be in survival and no cheats. And that's not very easy on this island. So the vision I have for the castle right now, ooh, that's kind of small actually. I want it to consume this wall. Not all of it, but most of it. So I want to have like a little section come out here, and then a wall here, then there, so it's symmetrical, and then another like a little tower defense place over there. It doesn't really need defense because there's not mobs under here anymore. Thank God. This place was mob central. I'm kind of glad that Skyblock was reset because it allowed Ryan and I to expand a lot on here, and is going to allow us to expand a lot on here. Also, one of the reasons I'm recording this is not only to catch up, it's also to show progress that I've made. I said to him one time when we were on here, I wish I would have recorded most of what we did on here. Even if it wasn't amusing, I would use that as like a documentary. So I would know how much progress we have made. That's why I did the beginning of the Cortland neighborhood. I didn't make this house on camera, but I made this house, and that house on camera. Did I make that house? No. So I made all of these. I believe all these have residents in them, and they're fully decorated inside, except for maybe that one? No, that one's decorated. I think all of these are decorated. So all of these are set up. This one's set up? No, that one's completely empty. How much is that one worth? 2,000? Oh, dang, 10,000. Okay. And then this one's worth 8,000. And then this one's worth a lot less, 650. That barely has any room in it. And then this is supposed to be a village spawner, so kind of like a city hall, just to add population down here, but it's not really working. I'll eventually add, like, paths down here. What is this? Cortland store entrance. Oh, core store entrance. So paths, like, right here, and then little gravel paths leading up to here. Also, if you see this in the videos, if the signs... Oh, where is it? Are you not going to do it now? You might have... Yeah, right there. Once the signs turn green, that's a part of Mo Creatures. There's a thing that broke. It was a cat bed. It was a green cat bed. So what happened was I placed a cat bed down, and I tried picking it up, but it phased through a wall, and I think it fell out through the map, but it technically didn't get despawned, because the only way I picked those up was with a pickaxe, right-clicking on them with a pickaxe. So now, signs just turn green when you're at certain angles looking at them. Yeah, like that. That is very strange. Oh, come on, do it. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't... That's weird. I also am playing on my Pacific Tiger account. So I have Raxaminium instead of the Ninja Assassin. So that's a plus. So there won't be any progress in this video, but I'm going to just keep going around and explaining things and what is planning on happening to the island. Have you stopped spawning things? No. I am going to patch that back up because we do not need any more animals in the plaza at the moment. I did that because I felt bad for the freaking animals, and now look at what happened. I've infested the royal graves. I mean, they aren't really graves because everyone gets sent into the core for more energy to take their spirit in with the core and release it into our atmosphere to give off positive vibes, man. PMA. No, but seriously, everyone... I need to make a thing down there, like a sacrifice. Well, it's not sacrificing to the core. The core provides energy to the island. I've said this before. So people on our island think it's an honor to be released into the core once they have passed. So they give energy back to the core. So it's like the core gave them life because it produces oxygen and a force field around the island so we don't suffocate into the vacuum of space. So when they go, they want to give their body to the core to give the core more life. What was I saying? Oh, also, Ryan and I are going to expand Ashtonburg. So, since we don't need the farm anymore because we don't need to sell any more things or anything. Plus, one more thing that I wanted to say. Junior's Empire's max or total before the reset on November 29th, 2018, the day before the reset, was $6 million. Oh, I can't remember it. Okay, Junior's Empire currency of November 29th. $6,004,446.36. That's how much money we had right before the reset. So in this island's currency, that would be $6 billion. So maybe the houses down there need to be repriced because if you're a banker and you save up for 2 years, you could buy the $14,000 house. But bankers get paid a lot on this island. As I was saying, we don't need the farm anymore. So I took out the entire farm. I broke down that wall. I took out the house that was sitting there, and we're going to expand this into like apartment buildings for people who can't afford to live in Inferno Ash, and just other houses and like shops and stuff. I also cleaned out the core house, so that's no longer producing nether wart. we were going to have a place down in the underworld in the Bossman's Kingdom for netherwort, because that is a very valuable substance on this island. Also, there's this weird, like, phase thing going on here. There's 3 blocks that are savanna. This is beach over here. Well, if my thing would change in the top right corner. So this is beach. This is savanna. So the place where it doesn't rain, there's literally nothing up there. Like over here, it doesn't rain under here because that's my house. My house is protecting this little plaza over here. Well, not the plaza, but that little shack down to the core store. It's protecting that from rain. This over here, there's nothing above that. So there's like a weird phase gate warp thing happening here where it's savanna. I don't know if this over here is savanna. Yeah, this over here is savanna. Oh no, this is forest. So why the heck is this over here savanna? There's 3 blocks on our island that are savanna, and then the rest of the island is beach. And it's unfortunate because you can't change the biome that you're in with cheats or anything. You might be able to do that with Make Edit, but I'm not sure how to use that. I don't want to screw up the island. But you can't do that on here. You could do that on the island because they had that implemented into their server, but you can't do that now. Also, I added it onto our website, infernoashindustries.godaddy.com. There's a link down in the description below. I believe it's the first link in the description. There was an outbreak of Raximinium crypsepulus espontagen. So, Raximinium has evolved once again. It's the 4th evolvement of its life. Crypsepulus is the K series of Cyberdog Gaming, or Inferno Ash now. So, it's upgraded more, so now it's even more lethal, and it upgraded, or evolved, so now it can seep through walls and wood. It can seep through cobblestone and wood. So this right here is Raximinium, the KRE, or, no, RKE, Raximinium crypsepulus espontagen. It ate through the floor there, ate through this, and it ate through that. So down here was the disease room. The diseases were not known to the people of Inferno Ash until December 26th. So we had to do a clean slate protocol. Deegan Janssen ordered it, plus toxic control and disease confinement also requested it. So the disease room is now completely clear of contagions. It was a very toxic room. Like, there were air particles the size of your head that were floating around in here that if you inhaled that, you would probably get infected with either cyanide, which would kill you instantly, or Raximinium, which would turn you into a host. So I'm going to wait until Ryan gets back on here to fix this, and we'll decide whether we're going to keep our diseases a secret to the public, or we're going to announce them publicly. This is also a water runoff observation station. So instead of this just pumping water randomly down into Inferno Ash, it now has a system. And there's a pretend pipeline going around into it. I think that goes down into the one under here. Yeah, right there. And then that one goes out into this one over here, which goes into that. So this is Ashtonberg's supply of water. As you can see, I've upgraded that a bit. But we've created a ecosystem in here which has vitamins and nutrients. That's the water purification station down there, the red stone block, and the sea lantern. That's special blocks that filter through the water. But what happens is this is a special form of glass where sun hits it and then particles begin to form under there. So it's like its own ecosystem where there's microorganisms in the water, and then down here it gets pumped into a tank. And I'll expand onto a water filtration system in there as well, so we get rid of those organisms. The waste of those organisms is minerals and vitamins, so the water on Inferno Ash is very healthy for you. Thanks, Core. You're the best. But the sun hits it, it creates clouds, and it rains. So every water droplet splits in 2, kind of like this. Every water droplet you would see would split in 2 in here. So this isn't contained with rain or anything. This is created by its own ecosystem. And that produces all of the water. This right here, that's created by rain. But I think that's pretty much all that I wanted to catch up on. I want to keep this stuff all documented for future purposes, because this island isn't going anywhere, especially not now, since it's no longer it no longer has a possibility of being deleted by a server, excuse me, owner. I'm the owner of this server now.